You beat me to it. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Cameron Powell. I'm the PA Program Director and Chair of Health Sciences here at Ohio Dominican. And on behalf of the program, the class of 2024, spouses, family, friends, we welcome everyone here today to celebrate this special event. We welcome university leadership, members of the board, the medical community, and those who have supported this program year after year. I'd also like to welcome those viewing off campus through our live stream. This is a very special event, and we enjoy this day to honor and celebrate these graduates, and we're so glad that you could be with us today. At this time, I'd like to start, and it's my pleasure to introduce Ohio Dominican University's Director for Campus Ministry, Emily Strand, to open us in prayer.
Thank you, and let us pray. Lord Jesus, our divine physician, in your earthly life, you showed special concern for those who suffer and entrusted to your disciples the ministry of healing. Make those gathered before you today ready for this same healing work. Make each of them aware of the great mission entrusted to them, and strive always to be an instrument of your merciful love. Enlighten their minds, guide their hands, make their hearts diligent and compassionate. Open their eyes so that in every patient they recognize the features of your divine face. You who are the way, provide them with the gift of knowing how to imitate you every day, helping to heal not only the body, but the whole person. You who are truth, provide them with gifts of wisdom and science to penetrate the mystery of human suffering, to discover the cause of every malady, and find for them suitable remedies. You who are the life, help them bear witness to the gospel of life in their profession, respecting the dignity of every human being, especially those most in need. Inspire them to contribute also to the healing and renewal of healthcare structures so that they may reflect your justice. Make them, O Lord, good Samaritans, ready to welcome, treat, and console those they encounter, always acting with more kindness than may appear necessary. We ask all this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Emily. We appreciate your prayers and support. This program, the faculty and students owe much of our success to the tremendous support we receive from ODU. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge and express our deep gratitude for the unwavering support from this institution, university leadership, board of trustees, and the entire community. Their commitment has been pivotal in driving the success of this program. A significant contributor to that support comes from Dr. Shauna Ridlinger, acting president and provost of ODU. Dr. Ridlinger is deeply connected to our program, having previously served as program director, chair, faculty, and a friend and mentor to me and our team. Her leadership and dedication have left a lasting legacy, and her ongoing advocacy ensures our continued success. At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Shauna Ridlinger to offer a few words to the class of 2024.
Wow, thank you for that introduction. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. So excited to be here today. It is truly one of my favorite days of the whole year, and I'm so excited as we start off to learn more about your experience here at ODU and the PA program and what's next for you. I'd like to echo Cameron's welcome to the Board of Trustee members, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, family members and friends, and most importantly, our amazing PA class. It's an honor for me to be here today with you, not only as the acting president and provost here at ODU, but also as someone with a deep personal connection to the program. I've been a PA for about 26 years, and of that time, for over 10 years, I was working here in the PA program at ODU and just loving it and working with these wonderful people and students just like yourselves. This program and your profession hold a special place in my heart, and I'm filled with pride as I see its legacy and excellence carried on further and stronger and brighter than ever. So thank you to all of you all. Today is a milestone in your journey towards becoming healthcare providers. The white coat that we'll talk about here throughout the afternoon really embodies trust and responsibility. We all know when we step into a hospital, healthcare facility, when we see people wearing them, we look at them differently. They'll look at you differently. And that's what we talk about today. It embodies trust, and it assumes the compassion that you're going to give to others, and also your knowledge and skills that you've attained along the way. Your journey here, while at times has maybe seemed overwhelming, has enabled you to grow through the hard days, hard nights, and lots of long PowerPoints that we all know and love. However, you were able to meet those challenges, and you've formed bonds and friendships that you will cherish forever. And I can say that as we go through each of the classes here, the time you spend is really unlike any other in your life, and you will reach out to one another for years to come. You will reach back to the faculty here in years to come, share your accomplishments, and share the things that you didn't expect that might be really, really challenging, and they'll be here to help you. And that's really such a gift to you. I've said throughout the years that we bring the right students to ODU. It's a long process to get into PA school, interviews, applications, and all that. We really strive to bring the right people here. We want you to finish. We want you to be successful. We want to make you the next healthcare provider. We want you to go forth and make your own path and share the memories that you have with yourselves and with all. You are resilient and you have been engaged. It's a long process from whenever you decided that you wanted to be a PA to this day, here today. And you have achieved those goals. And, you know, as I go through my life working with students and others, I really, really am mostly fascinated by resilience and the ability to be engaged. I think for many of us, we kind of think that's what most people do. It isn't. It's pretty special. And so how can we share that with others? Because you all definitely possess that to get where you are today. My last few thoughts are you to be courageous, to be kind. I think that's most important, being kind. And remember, your patients are not always having their best day. I say that often when I speak to providers or students because it's true. They're really not probably having their best day when they see you, unfortunately. So what you need to do is help bridge that gap with them. Keep that in your mind. It's hard some days, especially when you've worked several days or long hours, but they really are looking to you. So keep that in your forethought. And I always say all your patients do deserve your best all the time. So step out if you need to. Give yourself a minute. Let yourself refocus and be intentional in your care. You won't regret it, and neither will your patients. Give yourself and others around you grace. Your life will be better for it. And most importantly, keep learning. Keep learning every day. And you'll have no limits. You won't be disappointed in life, and keep after it. Keep going. Keep doing. Pause. Reset. Keep going. Keep doing. Keep that mindset, and you won't be disappointed. And in the words of Robert Frost, and I do love this quote, The best way out is always through. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate all you do for us and ODU. Now I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize all the preceptors, our clinical educators. They've supported us and our students in this program year after year. It takes more than the faculty and staff that you see here in the audience and on stage to provide the educational experience for our students. It takes our medical community. And today we celebrate our extraordinary community and express gratitude for your unwavering support of our program. So at this time, I'd like to invite Professor Aaron Fenzel, our clinical coordinator, to present the Preceptor of the Year Award.
Thank you, Cameron. I am pleased to have the privilege to announce our Preceptor of the Year Award. We are very grateful to all of our clinical preceptors, their time, their expertise, and dedication to teaching, as it does not go unnoticed. Preceptors have the unique role of not only caring for their patients, but also teaching and mentoring the clinical year PA students. Without their help and support, the clinical year would not be possible. This award that I'm giving today was chosen by the graduating PA students through nominations. Today's award recipient received several glowing student nominations. It is my pleasure to announce that the 2024 Preceptor of the Year Award goes to Ashley Lutzy. Ashley is a proud graduate of the Ohio Dominican University PA program, class of 2017. She's being up the stage today with her daughter, Emma, being escorted. Ashley received her education here at ODU and felt that it provided the foundation for her career in neurology, a surgical subspecialty, where she has made significant contributions. For the past 2 years, Ashley has served as a dedicated preceptor for our ODU PA students, offering them invaluable hands-on experience with urological procedures during their clinical rotations. Beyond clinical training, she has also mentored many of the students here today in workforce preparation, guiding them through resume writing and contract negotiations, and also interview preparation. Ashley is very passionate about supporting the next generation of PAs and is honored to remain part of the ODU family. Her dedication to excellence and mentorship reflects the core values of the ODU PA program. Thank you.
I really feel we're at a special place in the program when we see our alumni continuously coming back, precepting, teaching in the classroom, helping in the labs, and to really come full circle like this, it's pretty special. So thank you, Ashley, for all your support, everything you do for us. So as the PA profession experiences significant growth, it's no surprise that the PA education is also expanding at an unprecedented rate. With the surge in popularity, PA programs have the privilege of attracting some of the best students, most outstanding students, not only those who excel academically, but also individuals who embody qualities that truly set them apart. Traits like service, compassion, empathy, strong work ethic define a lot of the students that we matriculate and join our team here at Ohio Dominican. Today, we want to take a moment to recognize and celebrate a couple of our exceptional students who have exemplified these qualities and gone above and beyond during their time here at ODU. I often tell you guys, the students, that as healthcare professionals, they're entering the service industry. I believe that embracing a service-oriented mindset is crucial to a successful career and long career in healthcare. Service is a key element to our program mission, our university mission, and our curriculum. It's something we hold in high regard for our applicants, our students, and wish to instill in our alumni to take that into your practice as a PA. So at this time, I invite Professor Maria Glewis, our academic coordinator, to present the Panther Service Award.
Good afternoon. As Professor Powell mentioned, service is a pillar of our program's mission, and I'm privileged to serve as the coordinator for the service learning in our curriculum. I help to oversee the hours and the scheduling that each class serves in our community. Last year, while this class was learning clinical medicine, studying for 2, sometimes 3 exams a week, and memorizing physical exam tests for practical exams, they were also serving the Columbus community with 850 hours of their time from January to November of 2023. Yeah, that's right. The majority of those hours were split between the Columbus Free Clinic, where they spent 251 hours, and where students provide medical care to the uninsured or underinsured in our community, and another 229 hours serving those in our community through the OSU Scholars Program that teaches community members about achieving health goals and achieving health literacy. Other areas they served include Lifetown, where they assisted school-aged kids with differing abilities to learn life skills, the Guadalupe Center, where they performed health screenings for the Latino community, visiting our neighbors at Moen Health Center next door, and serving those experiencing homelessness through the Dream Center, and engaging in outreach to the next generation of PAs through the Charles School. Each student was offered all of these experiences. Some are required, some are voluntary, and the student receiving this award served 16 hours during the didactic course through these experiences. However, those are not the only ways that this individual served. During the clinical year, this student volunteered to participate in a service trip abroad, and in October served in Honduras for 2 weeks as a clinical rotation. This student also served her classmates and profession through professional service by engaging with our state legislators to promote the PA profession and PA legislation. She was instrumental in hosting our state representative and state senator on campus to open conversations with OAPA and university leadership. This student was also engaged with OAPA to host the first in-person PA Olympics since 2019 on campus at ODU. Emma Whitsett, please come forward to receive the PA Service Award.
So I had the pleasure to work with Emma on some of these initiatives, and it's amazing to see all the work that she was able to do in balancing coursework and getting Olympics here and senators and House reps. It was really an amazing feat. Thank you, Emma, for all the things you've done. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Nicole Powell, our Associate Program Director, to present the program's Impact Award.
Ohio Dominican educates individuals committed to intellectual, spiritual, and professional growth, who develop into lifelong learners, serving others in a global society. They in turn become ethical and effective leaders grounded in the pursuit of truth, justice, and peace. This year, we are honored to present the Ohio Dominican PA Program Impact Award to someone who embodies these qualities in every aspect of their work. The Impact Award is given to a graduating student who has made a significant impact on their community. This year, the faculty and staff chose a student who understands what it means to be a part of a community. This student has been committed to Ohio Dominican and her students since his time here at ODU as an exemplary undergraduate student, and has continued to serve the ODU community as the student historian and public relations officer representing his class with the Student Academy of the AAPA. He gives of his time and talents without hesitation, and many times without being asked and without the need of recognition. Often, you can find him behind the lens of a camera, quietly capturing the important moments, the faces, the spirits, the camaraderie, and the events that have defined your time, our time here together. He has also volunteered for service opportunities beyond what the program has required, and he has been the student the faculty could always count on to step up and step in when needed. This student has made a significant impact on the ODU community, his classmates, and the PA program through his positive can-do attitude, his consistent effort, and his dedication to serving the communities in which he belongs. Please join me in congratulating this year's Impact Award recipient, Sean Marin.
Thank you, Sean. It's been more than a couple occasions I've called on Sean to help me out with certain things. He is certainly a lifelong Panther. The class of 2024 represents our 11th graduating class. They'll be entering a healthcare workforce and joining 488 ODU alumni that have come before you. None of this would be possible without the work of the faculty and staff you see here today. I couldn't ask to serve this program with a better group of people. They're professional, hardworking, kind. They collaborate and with a common goal of meeting the needs of our students and making this a great program. They're experts at what they do. They continue to serve beyond the call year after year. In the fall, during our application process, it typically involves one-on-one interviews. I don't know if you can go back that far and remember those days, but one-on-one interviews with our applicants. And usually at the end of these interviews, we give them an opportunity to ask any questions that they may have. And the most common question that we get is, what makes ODU special, right? Why should I choose ODU? And to be honest, it's one of the easier questions to ask, and it's pretty clear. It's our people, it's our team, it's our faculty, our staff, our university that you see here on stage and in the audience. They are what make this program function successfully. Working with them is truly a privilege, and I thank you for everything that you do every day. The privilege we all share is the opportunity to work with these great students. We're very proud of all of you, your hard work, accomplishments, collaboration, kindness, humility, and many other attributes. You're the reason we do what we do, and you're also the reason this program is successful. And we're excited to celebrate you today. As you all know, PA school is challenging. Not only does it require the support of your family and your friends here today, but also the collaboration and friendship of those seated next to you. So at this time, we would like to give the class of 2024 an opportunity to speak on their experiences and accomplishments during PA school. So at this time, please welcome on your class president, Lauren Capassi, to say a few words on behalf of the graduates.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lauren Capassi, and I am so honored to be here with all of you as the class president. Cohort 11, please stand up. Let's give a big round of applause to the newest physician assistants. At this huge milestone, it's only right to acknowledge that none of us could have made it here alone. To the friends, family members, and loved ones who are here with us today, as you have been every step of the way, please stand up. All of you, let's stand up. You've been our backbone, our motivation, and our cheerleaders. PAs, let's give them the applause that they so deeply deserve. So people often ask, how's PA school? And even after 27 months, I still haven't been able to find the right combination of words to answer that. It's a journey that challenges and changes you, and it doesn't stop for anyone or anything. While we've been in the trenches of St. Albert's, time has felt like it stood still, like there couldn't possibly be anything more important happening beyond these walls. But life goes on, as it does. While we've had our noses in the books, our previous colleagues have progressed in their careers. As a class, we've lost beloved family members. But we've also forged new friendships, celebrated new marriages, welcomed new family members, and imagined exciting futures together. It's been remarkable, and at times incredibly painful. But it's been the companionship and camaraderie of this cohort that has bolstered us through it all. In recognizing the path to this moment, I would be remiss to not specifically thank the faculty who poured everything into helping us succeed. Whether it was a well-timed dad joke from Professor Powell, or a therapeutic conversation with a side of candy from Professor Smith, each of you consistently demonstrated your care for us in your own unique ways. And for that, we couldn't be more grateful. One faculty member stood out early in our program, not just for his teaching style, but for his unique life journey. With his background in aerospace and electrical engineering, military service, cardiology, and authorship, Professor Barry Brownstein, who started PA school at age 58, has a way of inspiring us all to keep going. So Barry, if it's okay with you, I'd love to share some of your advice with our audience. That's good. So during a tougher moment in didactic year, I picked up Barry's novel, and I was struck by a particular passage. Reflecting on his own experience in anatomy, Barry wrote, "Suddenly I realize that I've been looking at my grades as some kind of cosmic sign. As in, I got an A. Obviously, I was right to quit my job and go back to school. At last, I realize how decidedly unhelpful this perspective really is. I chose this mission, school, the 27 months without an income, the tuition, the living expenses, the separation from my family, and the career all this will prepare me for. And now that I'm on it, grades aren't cosmic signs of anything. They're just grades. All I really want to do is to stay here, regardless of my grades. I just want to pass so I can get a chance to see what happens next." So this perspective changed everything for me. It was never about a single didactic exam, rotation, or clinical experience. It was about learning along the way and earning your seat in this program and in our profession. In Barry's words, it was about a chance to see what happens next. So at the time, what came next was a year full of clinical rotations. And just like that, we were immersed into the world of medicine, equipped with only our bright white coats and textbooks full of knowledge just bouncing around in our heads. In those moments, I found more of Barry's advice ringing through the noise. The first piece: if a preceptor asks if you want to do a procedure, say yes, even if you're scared. So the special thing about a career in medicine, as many can attest to, we will never know everything, and we will never feel fully comfortable. So, say yes. Do it nervous. Do it scared. Just do it. Because as we've proven these past few years, we are so much more capable than we could have ever imagined. The next piece. No matter the circumstance, I walk into each patient's room and I always try to get a smile. It makes everything else a lot easier. So, whether it's a routine family medicine appointment or prepping for surgery, no matter the circumstance, our patients are people first, and our recommendations will be all the more meaningful if they know we see that. Barry also includes a few impactful stories from his clinical year. On internal medicine, he was the one that identified a recumbent cancer spreading in his patient, Jane. He wrote, "For a time it looked like she was improving, but then she faded. I was there the day she died. I've had many other patients die since, but I will never forget Jane." For our patients and their families, it is often the worst day of their lives. For us, it's a Tuesday. We get to go home to our loved ones and our routines. Let's remember to bring compassion to the door. Each patient who comes across our desk is somebody's wife, father, child, and friend. How would we treat them if they were our own? So let us remember to take a page out of Barry's book. As we move forward, let us be brave, celebrate humanity, and cherish every connection. At the very least, just for a chance to see what happens next. Thank you all for your time and attention today. Thank you for your support of our education and our profession. I know Barry can be particularly quotable, but he really is just one of a faculty full of genuinely caring physicians, physician assistants, and educators who we are so blessed to have had the opportunity to learn from and with. In an effort to keep us all connected and remind us of the past few years that will one day feel like a blip in time, each graduate of Cohort 11 will receive their own copy of this book. I couldn't think of a better way to commemorate our time and growth together. So after you receive your white coat, please grab a book from me or Barry at the left of the stage. And I do have one last ask as president. Professor Brownstein, can I have your autograph? And to my classmates, as you don your white coats, carry forward curiosity, resilience, and the excitement of discovery, just for a chance to see what happens next. Thank you.
That was good. No, thank you, Lauren. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, and thank you for collaborating with us and supporting each other. And you achieved so much here, and I'm truly excited to see how your leadership skills are going to continue to shine as you begin this wonderful career. So I really look forward to seeing that. And I totally agree. There's been more than a few times where I've gained from Barry's wisdom. So thank you so much. And I'm limiting the dad jokes today, so we're good. So on this day of celebration, we're honored to provide the class of 2024 with their first full-length white coat, signifying they are no longer students, but practicing PAs. We applaud and celebrate the last 27 months of hard work, and you'll get a glimpse from some of the highlights the students have shared for this special day. The white coat represents you as a provider and symbolizes an agreement with your patients, an agreement with your community, an agreement demonstrating your professionalism, empathy, compassion, and your care for others. The coat embodies this unique relationship. Wearing it's an honor and carries great responsibility. This day marks the beginning of your PA career and the vow to become a lifelong learner and serve your patients. As each of you continue on your PA journey, you'll now be wearing this long white coat and will be looked upon differently, just as Dr. Ridlinger shared. And you're different than as you were viewed as a student. There are greater responsibilities for each of you. These are the responsibilities towards your patients, your profession, the healthcare industry as a whole, and also to yourselves. We know you will exceed all of these expectations. Earning this long white coat was not an easy task, and we'd like to share a little bit about that journey with everybody today. This journey is one you completed while wearing your short white coats, your student coats. The graduates have successfully completed 4 semesters or 15 months of didactic coursework education consisting of lectures, labs, small groups, presentations, simulations, service learning, and a few exams. While wearing your student coats, as Professor Lewis shared, you had over 850 hours of serving our communities. This is designed to enrich your student experience and also help reflect on your approach to medicine and the diverse populations in hopes that they embrace the spirit of service as you progress into your careers as PAs. We couldn't expect more. We're amazed at what the students were able to accomplish, committed to our mission of serving others, all while maintaining the heavy course load that PA school demands. I'd also like to recognize the hard work they have done in the past year in their clinical rotations while wearing those short white coats. Each student completed 11 one-month clinical rotations, serving patients in different areas of practice, serving patients in which kind of feels like a new job every month. You're kind of feeling that. It's completing these rotations in multiple areas. We had areas in the Columbus area, throughout the state of Ohio, and additionally, some were committed to serving others abroad, as we shared with some mission trips into Honduras. While wearing your student coats, the class of 2024 completed over 65,000 patient experiences and logged thousands of healthcare hours in the clinic. These were patient visits in multiple different specialties like family medicine, emergency medicine, pediatrics, internal medicine, women's health, surgery, behavioral medicine, and a lot of other subspecialties. This is just a glimpse of the patients that they served while representing ODU and this profession. What a great impact that you've had in this short amount of time. We're so proud of the knowledge and skills that the students possess and have been able to share with our community. However, just as important as the knowledge and skills is the integrity and professionalism that you each demonstrated throughout the past 27 months. So I'd like to thank you and give you all a round of applause for these accomplishments. So this is a favorite day, as you know, Dr. Rillinger shared as well. This is a favorite day for our faculty, our students, our university. The ceremony is about you, the graduates, sharing your experiences and outlook on the future. So we asked the graduates to reflect on their time in PA school regarding their coursework, special moments, where they plan to practice, their outlook on the profession, and advice for future PA students. A few of them are actually in the back. So we'll share these words, their own words, as they walk across the stage to receive their coats. This is an opportunity for all of us to enjoy their thoughts and experiences and what they've gone through together. Today is a celebration written by the graduates, for the graduates. The white coat will be placed on each graduate by individuals who believe in their abilities and share in their passion for healthcare. These are individuals who have supported your journey here and will continue to support your journey as you enter clinical practice. In addition to faculty, we have some family members, spouses, and friends in the healthcare field that are here to coat the graduates. Today, we're excited to celebrate each of you. In addition to the individual supporters here today, you each share the support of the university, our program for lifelong. You also share the support of your PA chapter, the OAPA. So on your left lapel, you'll find a pin symbolizing their continued support of all Ohio PAs in this great profession. So I think it's time to get to the good part of the program, is to begin the coating. So to begin with our first row of students or graduates, please stand and approach the stage. Announcing our first group of graduates is Dr. Nicole Powell, Associate Program Director.
First, we have Carly Amendola from Boardman, Ohio. She comes to us from Youngstown State University with a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. She'd love to go back and take practical clinical skills again. Her best patient experience was helping to deliver twins. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to grow more confident in herself regarding her knowledge base and skills. Before starting PA school, she was excited to move to a new place and meet everyone in her class who would all be going through this journey with her. Now that she's finishing PA school, she's grateful for all of the friendships she made in this program and is excited to finally put all of the knowledge and skills that she's learned to use as a practicing PA. She plans to practice in family medicine or pediatrics. In her outlook on the profession, she believes the profession will continue to grow and thrive. Next, we have Samantha Bell from New Albany, Ohio, who came to us from The Ohio State University with a Bachelor of Science in Health and Rehabilitation Sciences. Her mentor, Todd Schaefer, who is a PA, will be coding her. She would love to go back, just like I'm sure everyone here, to take pharmacology again and again. Her best patient experience is assisting in cardiac electrophysiology procedures, and the support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to build a strong foundation in medicine, as well as enjoy the process. She plans to practice in cardiac electrophysiology or dermatology. Next, we have Miranda Billette from Canton, Ohio. She comes to us from Ohio State University with a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience. Her brother, who is a PM&R resident, Carter Billette, will be coding her. She would love to go back also to take pharmacology with the wonderful Dr. Jones. Her most memorable moment, seeing her first delivery, seeing a single lung transplant, or having Friendsgiving with PA school friends 3 years in a row now. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty have helped her to get through all of the highs and lows of PA school. She's still job hunting, but she feels that the PA profession is only going to grow in the coming years as PAs continue to become more prevalent in all areas of medicine and help bridge provider gaps and improve access to health care. Her advice to future classes would be to lean on your friends and family for support and to always remember to take care of yourself and fill your own cup so that you can do the best for your patients. Next is Emily Kaltrider from Marysville, Ohio, who came to us from Miami University with a BS in biology. Her sister, Megan Kaltrider, who is an EFDA, Expanded Function Dental Assistant, will be coding her today. She would love to go back again with Michael Weinstock, Dr. Michael Weinstock, and take clinical decisions. Her best patient experience was when she was stitching up a 7-year-old's leg, and he was being so brave. He and his mom were very proud of her suturing. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to believe in herself. She plans to practice, she's very excited to practice in a career in primary care. She's excited to get that started. Her advice for future cohorts, remember that you are more than just a PA student. Make time to connect with family and friends and continue your hobbies outside of class and studying. Lauren Capacey from Granville, Ohio. She came to us with a Master of Arts in Speech and Hearing Science. Her brother, Nicholas Capacey, MD, who is a neurologist, will be coding her. She would love to go back and take women's health and pediatrics. Her most memorable moment was placing umbilical lines in a 25-week-old baby. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to embrace change and to learn something from everyone. She plans to practice in neonatology and perinatal research. Not many PAs exist in those fields, and she's eager to grow the profession. Overall, the professions need to increase reach and exposure. Her advice for future cohorts, protect your self-care strategies and lean on your professors. Next, we have Mary Carducci from Powell, Ohio. She came with us to us from the College of Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts, with a degree in psychology with a focus in neuroscience. Her father, Ernie Carducci, who is a retired radiologist, will be coding her today. Her most memorable moment. During her clinical years, she had the privilege of being precepted by PAs who she had previously worked with before starting PA school. Their mentorship has been impactful in shaping her growth as a future provider and has shown her a deeper understanding of the PA profession. She is grateful to have had amazing preceptors throughout this past year who were supportive and passionate about teaching PA students. She plans to practice in pediatric or adult endocrinology, and advice she has for future cohorts: trust the process and be sure to take time off for yourselves. Brenna Dawson from Marion, Ohio, came to us from Otterbein University with the Bachelor of Science in Allied Health. She would love to go back and take physical diagnosis labs again. Her most memorable moment, her favorite memory during didactic year, was preparing for OSCEs and lab with her best friend and classmate. I found out she is a really good actor, and she owes her patient communication skills to her. During clinicals, she had the opportunity to practice in front of her hometown and treat patients she knew, which was very rewarding. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to succeed not only with her education, but the faculty helped her to prepare her as well as her classmates to be well-rounded and compassionate healthcare providers. She plans to pursue a career in emergency medicine or family practice, and she hopes to continue to grow her knowledge base and maybe even one day teach to other students. Rachel DiGregorio from New Philadelphia, Ohio, came to us from The Ohio State University with the Bachelor of Science in Health and Rehabilitation Sciences. Her mom, Mary Lilko, who is a physician, is coding her today. She would love to go back to physical diagnosis lab to practice skills with her lab partner. One of her most memorable moments, the first time she felt like she made a tangible difference in a patient's day, was just by listening. She said she had never had a provider that took that much time to listen. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to look forward to each day and lean in when things got difficult. She's planning to practice in family medicine, women's health, or pediatrics, and her advice to future cohorts would be to study hard early on because it will pay off. Take the breaks you need, and ice cream is always a good idea. Sophia DeBronos from Brecksville, Ohio, came to us from The Ohio State University with a BS in Health Sciences. Her mother, Lydia DeBronos, who is a pharmacist, will be coding her. She would like to go back and retake any urology lecture. Most memorable moment, her PA friend group, Triceps Tracheae, joining an intense kickball league. The support of her fellow classmates and/or faculty helped her to get through PA school while still being able to feel human and have a life. She plans to practice in critical care at OSU, and she's excited to continue learning throughout her career. She wants to tell future cohorts, don't give up and always make sure to take time for yourself no matter what. Next, we have Emily Drenth from Darien, Illinois. She came to us from Lourdes University with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. She would love to go back with Barry Brownstein and do those sim labs again. And most memorably, she loved making friendship bracelets during slow nights in her trauma rotation. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to be more grounded. Before she started PA school, she didn't realize how much she would miss every rotation and everyone she worked with this year. She plans to practice in emergency medicine, and for the classes that are coming next, be open to learning from everyone you meet, not just providers. Nurses and staff are your best friends. Next, we have Madeline Eichenlaub from Pittsburgh, PA. She came to us from the Ohio State University, BS in Health and Rehabilitation Sciences, Medical Laboratory Science. She would like to go back to pathophysiology. She liked learning about the mechanisms of how diseases happened, which helped to understand those diseases better going through the rest of PA school. Most memorably was when she got the right spot on the first try for a percutaneous tibial nerve stimulation. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to build confidence in her clinical skills and feel supported. She plans to practice in and she would like to work in urology. She feels that the PA profession is only going to keep growing as time goes on. Advice she has for future cohorts: take it one day at a time and keep moving forward. Next, we have Madison Elrich from Delaware, Ohio. She came to us from Ohio Dominican University with a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. She would love to go back to clinical medicine to hear from all of the different guest lecturers. Her best patient experience, most memorable moment, was when she did her very first suture on a real patient. When she first came to PA school, she thought it would be hard after finishing, but now she learned it's not impossible. She plans to start her career in urogynecology with Ohio Health. For cohorts that come after her, you are capable of hard things. Next, we have Lauren Usanio from Cleveland, Ohio, who came to us from The Ohio State University with a Bachelor of Science in Nutrition. Her mother, Laura Usanio, who is a dietitian, will be coding her today. She would love to go back to PD lab, especially the ultrasound lab. Her most memorable moment, cardioverting a patient back into sinus rhythm. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to stay level-headed and remind her of the end goal when days got tough. And Emily C., her lab partner, helped her to learn PD while laughing and keeping spirits high. She plans to practice in orthopedic surgery or an outpatient specialty. She's excited to build meaningful relationships with her patients and make a positive impact on their lives. To future cohorts, remember that this process is all about learning, so don't be afraid to make mistakes or reach out for help. Everyone around you wants you to succeed. Next, we have Julia Ferraro from Upper Arlington, Ohio, who came to us from the University of Georgia with a Bachelor of Science in Nutrition. She would love to go back and take Clin Med 1. Her most memorable moment, getting to suture on a real person for the first time. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to keep a level head. She thought PA school would be extremely challenging yet rewarding before she started, which is still pretty accurate now that she's finishing up. She's planning to practice in primary care or urgent care, and advice for future cohorts, take it one day at a time. Next up, we have Danielle Fisher from Powell, Ohio, who is another Ohio Dominican University alumni with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. She would love to go back and take some of those emergency medicine lectures again. Most memorably, she loved working at the Orthopedic Center at Nationwide's Children's Hospital. She loved working with the kids and helping them and their families adjust to life with a healing injury. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to stay strong, overcome her own doubts, and get to where she is right now. When she started PA school, she knew it'd be hard, but didn't realize the number of academically challenged things she would have to overcome. This program helped her become stronger and more disciplined. She plans to practice in pediatrics. She loves working with pediatric patients and dealing with orthopedic injuries. Next, we have Alexis Forsey, who comes from New Richmond, Ohio, and came from the University of Cincinnati with the Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences. She would like to go back to the gross anatomy lab. She plans to practice in the ER or in orthopedic surgery. Some advice and comments that she has for the cohorts that are coming after: don't give up, and don't forget to take care of yourselves. Next, we have Deanna Frost from Sunbury, Ohio, who came to us from Ohio State University with a Bachelor of Science in Psychology. She would love to go back again and take anatomy or pathophysiology. Most memorably, she remembers having the opportunity to live out her childhood dream to scrub in for a variety of neurosurgery cases. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to stay motivated, encouraged, and keep pushing. Shout out to Natalie for staying at school sometimes with her till 1 a.m. She's still uncertain about which field she wants to work in, but she sees the PA profession as one of continual growth and adaptability, knowing that learning doesn't stop at graduation. With each patient experience, she'll have the opportunity to evolve as a more skilled and compassionate provider. Advice to next cohorts: any experience is an experience. Clinical year is a lot of learning, so soak it all up. Next is Emily Garrett from Olmsted Falls, Ohio. She came to us from Kent State University with a Bachelor of Science in Molecular and Cell Biology. Her friend and graduate Morgan Connor, who is a PA, will be coding her today. She would love to go back to take Clinical Medicine 1. She plans to practice in primary care endocrinology. She thinks that the PA profession will keep growing in all settings of medicine. She also feels that PAs will continue to be an integral part of the healthcare team that helps to expand access to high-quality patient care. Her advice for the upcoming cohorts is develop your study habits early and use them to guide you through school. You will make personal sacrifices while you're in school, but be sure to make time for the things that relieve stress and for the important people in your life. Next, we have Natalie Gruber from Dallas, Texas. She came to us from Abilene Christian University with a Bachelor of Arts. She would like to go back and take ethics with Professor Glewis again. Her best patient experience has been the way patients have been able to open up and be honest with her has been the most impactful thing she's experienced this year. She was honored that patients were willing to trust her with their most vulnerable selves at times. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty have helped her to put school into perspective over and over again. Shout out to Dr. Budnick's therapy sessions. Announcing our next group of students is Professor Maria Glewis, Assistant Professor and Academic Coordinator for the PA program.
Up next is Anne-Marie Hammerly. Hometown is Carroll, Ohio, and she comes to us from Ohio Dominican University with a Bachelor in Science and Exercise Science. The class that she would like to go back and do again is Skills Class or Sim Lab. Her most memorable moment from clinicals was assisting in a birth and getting to witness the beauty of new life. She says the support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to focus on her goal and persevere. Her thoughts regarding PA school: I was excited to start PA school, and now I'm excited to start as a PA. She hopes to practice in obstetrics, and her advice to future cohorts is keep your perspective. Natalie Hansen from Holland, Ohio, is here from Miami University with a BA in biology and pre-medical studies. She would like to go back and repeat Dr. Weinstock's clinical decisions class. Her best patient experience was helping to deliver a baby, and the support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to learn to believe in herself and get where she is today. Her thoughts regarding PA school: prior to starting, I was excited and anxious. And now I cannot believe the past 2.5 years are done. I'm so excited to start practicing and treat every patient as I would want my family member to be treated. She plans to practice in primary care and is excited to join the growing field of APPs and work with her future colleagues. Elise Harder from Delaware, Ohio, has a BS in biology from the University of Detroit Mercy in Michigan. She would like to go back and repeat clinical skills lab. Most memorable moment from PA school was scrubbing in and assisting the surgical team with surgeries on clinical rotations. The support of her classmates and faculty helped her to enjoy the little moments along the way and realize there is fun to be had on the journey. With that, they encouraged me to make it through these last 27 months. Her thoughts on PA school: before, I had feelings of nervousness and excitement, knowing this would be a rigorous 27 months. As PA school is now coming to a close, I can say that while the academic and clinical demands were as challenging as I expected, the growth I've experienced in patient care and confidence has exceeded anything I could have imagined. She plans to practice in orthopedics, emergency medicine, or trauma care. Jacob Heidisch from Circleville, Ohio, has a BA in biology from the University of Cincinnati and is being coded by his parents, Mike and Julie Heidisch, who are optometrists. Jacob would like to go back and repeat clinical decisions with Dr. Weinstock. His most memorable moment was performing multiple procedures and skin excisions on his first day of rotations. Having the trust from his preceptor helped him gain confidence in himself for future rotations and his career as a PA. A close runner-up would be playing in a recreational kickball league with his classmates. The support of his fellow classmates and faculty helped him to gain confidence in his abilities and knowledge. His thoughts on PA school: PA school was always going to be a daunting task. However, now that I look back, being surrounded by classmates and faculty that all want to be successful really helped my journey through PA school. This program specifically made sure to check in with all of us, and we were always open for questions and conversation. I'm very thankful to be a part of a program that cares so much about our success. His future plans are surgery or emergency medicine. Madison Hosfeld Henry from New Albany, Ohio, has a BS in pre-medical studies from the University of Dayton and is being coded today by her father, Mark Henry, who is an optometrist. Madison would like to go back and repeat her pharmacology class. She says, I think after seeing how complex patient medications can be in real life, it would be nice to look at prescribing holistically with a new understanding of insurance, cost, comorbidities, and side effects. Most memorable moment was being able to cut the cord in her first C-section. It was amazing to witness a new life start and be a small part in helping. Support of classmates and faculty helped her to stay motivated and continually challenge herself in and out of the classroom. Before entering PA school, I was worried about feeling prepared to see my own patients someday. As that day gets closer, I still am a little nervous, but I feel empowered and I have the tools to start. She plans to practice in urology. Lauren Hubbard from Mount Vernon, Ohio, has a BS in exercise science from The Ohio State University, and she is being coded today by her husband, Noah Hubbard, who is an EMT. Lauren would like to go back and repeat sim labs with Professor Brownstein. Her best patient experience was when she got to first assist in hand microsurgery on her orthopedic rotation. She says, we were repairing a nerve with the tiniest surgical instruments. It was one of the best days. She says on the support of her classmates and faculty, having get-togethers to look forward to, like weekly sand volleyball, Friendsgiving, bonfires, pickleball parties, really made all the difference. I'm so grateful to all of the friends I have made along the way. For PA school, she says, I have known I wanted to be a PA since the 7th grade. There was a lot of time, and my family may argue a little too much time, spent trying to make that aspiration an achievement. Now it feels very surreal to be finished with PA school, and I'm forever grateful for all the people who have supported and encouraged me along the way. She hopes to practice in orthopedic surgery. Emily Jameson from Sylvania, Ohio, has a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Health from Miami University of Ohio. Emily says that she would like to go back to her favorite class, behavioral medicine, because she found the content extremely interesting and the knowledge gained has been an amazing resource throughout her interactions with patients. Her best patient experience was working at Nationwide Children's in sports medicine. She says, I loved working with the kids and helping them recover so they could get healthy and excel in their respective sports. Seeing their progress each visit was rewarding. For support of her classmates and faculty, she says they continued to keep pushing through when the going got tough. I have built many lifelong friendships and am extremely proud of all my classmates for achieving our goal. I cannot wait to see all of them do great things within our professional careers. She plans to practice in primary care or an outpatient specialty practice. Karis Kovacs from Gurnee, Illinois, has a degree of medical dietetics from The Ohio State University, and she is being coded by her husband, Cesar Sarmiento, who is a medical laboratory scientist. Karis would like to go back and repeat pharmacology, and her best patient experience was in her emergency medicine rotation. A patient knocked their front tooth completely out, and I cemented it back into place until they could have surgery the next day. She says that her classmates helped her to believe in herself and gave her the confidence to be a successful PA. Thoughts regarding school? When I started PA school, it seemed like a very large mountain to climb. Now I can look back and see how far I have come. I feel relieved to be on the other side of that mountain. She plans to practice in the primary care field and is looking forward to the PA profession growing and filling gaps in healthcare. Her advice to the next cohorts, inch by inch, PA school is a cinch. Just do your best every day and you'll make it through each year. Next up, Sean Marin from Lewis Center, Ohio. He has a BS in exercise science from Ohio Dominican University. The class that he would like to go back and do again is physical diagnosis. His best patient experience, helping to remove a sizable epidermal inclusion cyst from the shoulder of a woman with an upcoming wedding. She had dealt with it for years, and the appreciation and excitement she displayed to be able to wear any dress without fear of cosmetic embarrassment was rewarding. He says that his fellow classmates and faculty helped him get through the challenges of PA school with a smile. His thoughts on school: I used to think PA school was going to be a long 2 years. Now that I'm finishing, I realize how fast 2 years can fly by. PA school has come and gone faster than I could have imagined. He plans to practice in plastics, hemonc, or ortho, and his advice to future cohorts: enjoy and appreciate the relationships you form in PA school. It's an opportunity to gain lifelong friends. Next, Megan Millard from Columbus, Ohio. She has a BS in exercise science from the University of South Carolina, and she is being coded today by her father, Dr. Gary Millard, who is an orthopedic surgeon. The class that Megan would like to go back and repeat is Physical Diagnosis Lab. Her best patient experience was operating and first assisting in surgery with my dad while he was one of my preceptors. The support of her classmates and faculty helped her to take one day and one test at a time. Her thoughts on school: I thought PA school would be the hardest challenge I had ever taken on, and I was right. The days may have felt long, but the past 27 months flew by. She plans to practice as a surgical PA, and her advice to future cohorts: you know more than you realize. Trust your medical knowledge. Kyle Milleron from Lewis Center, Ohio, has a degree in neuroscience from The Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio. The lecture that he would like to go back to is to repeat anatomy's cadaver lab. His most memorable moment was working with his older brother during an orthopedic rotation. The support of classmates and faculty helped me to enjoy the grind that is PA school and have fun with it. Don't take it so seriously along the way. His thoughts on school: I did not think it would be as much work as it was, but it was definitely worth it. However, I would not do it again. Kyle plans to practice in orthopedic surgery, and his advice would be: do not take it so seriously and do not look so far ahead. Just know you put the work in and you're going to end up where you're supposed to be. Madeline Myers from Lewis Center, Ohio, has a BS in microbiology and a BS in nutrition from Miami University of Ohio, and she is being coded today by her father, David Myers, who is a pharmacist. The class that she would like to go back and do again is anatomy. Her best patient experience is when she was in urgent care. A young girl came in with a laceration on her finger from carving pumpkins. She was extremely anxious and scared to get sutures, but I was able to talk with her and calm her down. Using the power of distraction and building good rapport with her, I was able to successfully suture her finger. By the end, she was smiling with her family, saying it wasn't as bad as she expected. She says the support of classmates and faculty helped her to overcome the many challenges during PA school. During didactic, her classmate Sammy Bell and her would do long calls about lecture material that made studying not only more efficient, but more enjoyable. Her thoughts on school: I anticipated some of the academic challenges I would face over the next few years. I was focused on studying hard and learning as much as I could. Now that I'm at the end of the journey, I realize that PA school has taught me so much more than book knowledge. I've grown as a person. I've honed my ability to be adaptable, think critically, and connect with patients from all walks of life. I would not have been able to do all of this without the support and guidance from ODU's faculty and my peers. She plans to practice in dermatology after graduation. Eleni Oni from Upper Sandusky, Ohio, has a BS in nutrition from Ohio State. The class that she would like to go back and do again is Clinical Decisions with Dr. Michael Weinstock. She says the support of her classmates and faculty helped her to stay motivated during the journey. She plans to practice in primary care or adult specialty like cardiology. And her advice to cohorts that come after: make time for the things you enjoy to keep you motivated so you don't get burnt out. Jack Palaniuk from Pickerington, Ohio, has a BS in health science from Ohio State University. The lecture or class he would like to do again is PD Lab, so that he and Emily Drenth could spend every Thursday together again. His best patient experience is being in an anatomy lab, looking over and seeing Kyle Smith on a stool using a massive saw for his cadaver dissection. His classmates in school helped him to learn to play euchre. And his thoughts on school: I was hoping I would make some study buddies, but now that I'm finishing, I am so lucky to have made such amazing friends that I got to go through PA school with. He has a job in Chicago and will be going into primary care. And advice to future cohorts: enjoy life outside of school as much as you can. Studying all day is boring. Find a balance. Megan Petro from Sagamore Hills, Ohio, has a BS in Health and Rehab Sciences from The Ohio State University and is being coded today by her mom, Bonnie Petro, who is a social worker. The class that she would like to go back and do again is Clinical Skills. Her most memorable moment as a cohort was the ugly sweater holiday party. One of her favorite patient experiences was during her women's health rotation, the excitement of seeing her first delivery. The midwife and I made it just in the nick of time. She says her classmates have helped her to shed fewer tears and make it to the finish line. Her thoughts on school: before starting PA school, I had no idea what to expect. Looking back, I am so grateful for the past 27 months. It is incredible the amount of experience we have gained. She hopes to practice in a surgical subspecialty or women's health. And her advice to future cohorts: don't be afraid to ask to be hands-on during rotations. And don't forget to take care of yourself, too. Next, we have Michael Reynolds from Severna Park, Maryland. He has a BS in Medical Laboratory Science from The Ohio State University. The class that he would like to go back and do again is Pharmacology, because the names are silly. His best patient experience: rotating in the NICU and being with one of the little guys from delivery on my first day, and then walking the patient and family out of the hospital on my last. The support of his classmates and faculty helped him to find that specific intersection where knowledge, sanity, and contentment all come together. He says, I came into PA school excited and nervous. Leaving, I'm even more enthusiastic, less anxious, and just a smidge tired. He plans to work in community medicine, and his advice to future cohorts: it's just the next step in a long journey you've always been pursuing. Soak it in, relax, and remember to call your mom. Next is Bo Robinson from Milford, Ohio. He has a BS in Health Sciences from The Ohio State University. The class he would like to do again is Gross Anatomy. The complexity of the human body is truly inspiring. I could retake this class every year and still not cover it in its entirety. His most memorable moments was when he was working with a patient in crisis who was experiencing a severe mental health episode. She was overwhelmed, frightened, unsure what was happening to her. I took the time to listen, help her feel safe, and calmly explain the next steps that we could do for her. We were able to connect her with the right resources, and the gratitude that she expressed afterwards was incredibly moving. It was one of those moments where I realized the true power of empathy and how much a difference you can make, even in a brief encounter. Bo plans to practice in behavioral health, an area where PAs have a unique opportunity to make a significant impact on patients facing mental health challenges. Next is Caitlin Sanzone from Reynoldsburg, Ohio. She has a degree in biochemistry and molecular biology from Otterbein University. Her most memorable moment was sewing up a man's leg in the ER after he accidentally sliced it with a Star Trek replica Klingon sword at 10 in the morning. The support of her classmates and faculty helped her to get through a really hard year and continue to succeed academically. She plans to practice as an orthopedic surgery PA in North Carolina, and her advice to future cohorts: my advice is be easy on yourself. You have already come so far. Ryan Sarka from Lebanon, Ohio, has a BS in Allied Health Sciences from Otterbein University. The class that he would like to go back and do again is Simulation Lab with Professor Brownstein. His best patient experience was seeing an organ procurement, and the support of his classmates helped him to have fun both in and out of the classroom. His thoughts on school: I was skeptical that I would be prepared to practice in 2 years. Now, after going through the process, I am confident in my ability to provide care to patients. He plans to practice in orthopedic surgery and believes the future is very bright for this profession. His advice to future cohorts: be a sponge. You will never know everything. Even when practicing on your own, try to absorb as much information as you can. Kyle Smith from New Carlisle, Ohio, has a BS in health science from the University of Dayton. The class that Kyle would like to go back and do again is anatomy lab. His best patient experience: on my first day in my NICU rotation, I helped deliver a 30-week preemie. Throughout the month, she was my patient, and I coordinated her daily care. I watched as she advanced off the ventilator, tube feeds, and leaving the NICU during my last week. It was rewarding to watch my decisions in real time and help my patient to leave the hospital healthy by the end of the rotation. Support of classmates helped him to get through the clinical year and look forward to the light at the end of the tunnel towards graduation. He plans to practice in urology, and his advice to future cohorts: make sure to take care of yourself. Take time for activities that aren't school-related. Announcing our final group of students is Professor Erin Fenzel, Assistant Professor and Clinical Coordinator for the PA program.
Isabel Stoffel. Isabel is from Englewood, Ohio. She has a BS in neuroscience from The Ohio State University. She's being coded today by her boyfriend, Perry Fisher, who is a paramedic. The lecture she would like to go back and do again is Dr. Bucci's Zoom lecture. Her memorable moment is playing sand volleyball with classmates after class on Fridays, and the support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to stay on track and push through the tough moments in PA school. Whether it was studying with classmates late or getting advice from faculty, having a strong support system made all the difference these last 2 years. Her thoughts on PA school: before starting PA school, I was excited but unsure of what to expect. Now that I'm finishing, I can see how challenging it's been, but also how much I've grown. At this time, she is undecided where she will practice, but looking forward to finding the right fit. Her advice for future cohorts: build a good support network with your classmates, lean on your faculty when needed, and remember to take care of yourself, both mentally and physically. Mia Thatcher. Mia is from Pataskala, Ohio. She has a BS in biopsychology from Ohio Dominican University. The class she would like to go back and do again is emergency medicine and experience the med flight when the team came out to campus. Her most memorable moment was helping to create our cultural potluck day, collaborating with the Charles School, and becoming an AAPA House of Delegates student delegate. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to go to Honduras for a medical mission trip and have a once-in-a-lifetime experience helping underserved communities have access to health care. Her thoughts regarding PA school: it was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life, but something I will never regret doing, and so thankful for the opportunity. She will be attending the Ohio Health APP Acute Care Fellowship after graduation. She also hopes to continue to push for legislation to allow PAs to practice in Puerto Rico. Her advice is to have extreme tunnel vision, focus on one thing at a time. Do everything you can in your power to set yourself up for success. Start studying early in the month for EORs. Lean on friends and faculty for support. Samantha Vetter. Samantha is from Toledo, Ohio. She has a BS in health sciences from OSU. The class she would like to go back and do again is emergency medicine with Colin Cade. Her best patient experience was her wilderness medicine elective. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to pass her exams. It's important. Her thoughts regarding PA school before starting and now: I can't wait to practice what ODU preaches. She's planning to work at the Ohio Health Grant Medical Center in trauma, and her advice for future cohorts is be a sponge. Lainey Warnes is from Pickerington, Ohio. She has a Bachelor of Science in Health and Rehabilitation Sciences from The Ohio State University. She's being coded today by her sister, Emma Warnes, who is a physician assistant. The class she would like to go back and do again is clinical skills. She loved getting hands-on experience and learning new skills that she was able to practice in clinical rotations. Her best patient experience was getting to watch lives come into the world on her women's health rotation. The first baby that she saw born was also named Lainey. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to grow personally and professionally. She has met some of her best friends through this program that have played a huge role in her success in PA school. She's hoping to be able to practice in a surgical specialty, and her advice for future cohorts is have fun, life does not stop when you are in PA school, and have lots of class potlucks. Emma Whitsett. Emma is from Lynchburg, Virginia. She has a BS in Natural and Physical Sciences from Liberty University in Virginia. The class she would like to go back and do again is PD. The labs were so helpful in teaching physical exam skills. She was able to use those same skills every day in her clinical rotations. One of her most memorable moments happened during her primary care rotation. She had the privilege of caring for a patient who was facing significant challenges in her personal life. She shared her story with me, expressed how challenging things had been lately, and I was able to collaborate with her to develop a treatment plan tailored to address her depression. As I watched her leave the office, she looked so much more hopeful than she did on the way in, and it reminded me why I wanted to become a PA in the first place. The support of her fellow classmates and faculty helped her to remember how much more important the end goal is. Caring for people that are in need matters so much more than the hours of studying, a rough test grade, or a hard day on a clinical rotation. Her thoughts on PA school: right before I started PA school, I remember not being able to imagine making it through all the classes, tests, and rotations. It was definitely a challenge, and some days were pretty rough, but I'm so glad I stuck with it, and I'm really excited to start my career. Taylor Yu. Taylor is from Dublin, Ohio. She has a BS in Allied Health from Otterbein University. She would like to go back and do SimLab again. She would love to do the trauma cases all over again. Her most memorable moment was creating the trauma case with her friends. It was fun creating a backstory and putting together all the details that go into creating a SimLab case, especially decorating the mannequin. It also made me appreciate everything Professor Brownstein does. When asked about the support of her classmates, she said, "From graduating college together and now grad school, Brenna continues to support her in more ways than she can imagine, including spending 10 to 12 hours a day every weekend helping her to study for an EOR while Brenna was in a non-core rotation. She is hoping to practice in family medicine, and her advice for future cohorts is take a break if you need one." We do have one student who was not able to attend today. His name is Rick DeMano. Rick is from Canal, Winchester, Ohio. He has a BS in physics from The Ohio State University. He would like to repeat clinical skills again. His best patient experience was talking to the patients' families at the GI clinic at Nationwide Children's Hospital, and the support of his fellow classmates and faculty helped him to understand what is really important. Sorry, I forgot to advance. So Rick will be starting a neonatal fellowship at Nationwide Children's in April.
Well, we're close. So I think that that's one of the best parts for me as far as this program goes, is kind of hearing the experiences and the impact that it has on each student, and really, the experiences and the lessons that you learn wearing your short coats, which really brings you to today, and you're deserving of these long white coats, and we're all very, very happy for you. So if the graduates would now stand and refer to the PA oath that's printed on the back of your program. This is an oath that's similar to the one that you read with Dr. Ridlinger in PA Professions class 2 years ago in the fall of 2022. As the white coat symbolizes that you vow to provide compassionate patient care, I ask you to recite the PA oath, a pledge to keep the patient's best interests in the heart and provide high-quality patient care throughout your careers. Ready? All right, we'll start with I pledge. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty, integrity, and dedication, remembering always that my primary responsibility is to the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I recognize and promote the value of diversity, and I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, justice, and the principle of informed consent. I will hold in confidence the information shared with me in the course of practicing medicine, except where I am authorized to impart such knowledge. I will be diligent in understanding both my personal capabilities and my limitations, striving always to improve my practice of medicine. I will actively seek to expand my intellectual knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medical art and science. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to assure compassionate and effective care of patients. I will uphold and enhance community values and use the knowledge and experience acquired as a PA to contribute to an improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with physicians and other members of the healthcare team. I recognize my duty to perpetuate knowledge within the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and on my honor. I present to you Ohio Dominican University PA class of 2024. You can sit. Thank you. As we close today, I'd like to thank all of you again for your commitment and support of our graduates. I would like to thank the graduates for your commitment to success throughout our program and to this profession. We encourage collaboration amongst our faculty and our students, and we ask for you to do the same in your practice as a PA. We're confident in your abilities to impact your community by serving those seeking your care, practicing with empathy, compassion, sincerity, and humility. You're entering healthcare at a time when we need you the most to provide high-quality patient care. We thank you for what you do and for staying the course, and we all look forward to seeing your accomplishments. Never forget, you've earned these long white coats through the hard work and the care you provided while wearing the short ones. You will forever be Panthers and are always welcome at ODU. We wish you the very best. So at this time, we would like to have all the graduates come to the stage for a group photo, and then we can join the families, or the families can stay. And please join us for a reception across the street at the Griffin Student Center, which is the building across on the left near the crosswalk there. So we look forward to seeing you this afternoon, and thank you again for coming.